The 7 greatest cars you can buy on a seriously tight budget. We love nothing more than cheap cars that offer thrilling performance, sublime handling and huge fun. That's why we're looking at the 7 best cars money can buy for £2,000 and under. Because prices vary a lot across the pond, we'll revisit this budget cars theme for you guys too. Honda Civic EP3 Type R. The EP3 Honda Civic Type R is a wonderfully balanced front-wheel drive hatchback with bags of charm, decent power and predictable lift-off oversteer for when you need to trim those corners. What's more, it's a very reliable car, features VTEC and has a sweet manual gearbox that you'll be using a lot to keep the car in that high rev range sweet spot. It's quite quick too, hitting 0 to 62 miles an hour in 6.6 seconds ahead of its 146 mile an hour top speed. BMW E36 328i Coupe. One of BMW's best bang for buck cars currently is the E36 328i Coupe. It looks great, has around 192 bhp and features a sweet sounding straight 6 engine that pulls hard. What's more, fitting the less restrictive M50 inlet manifold is a great way to free up around 20 bhp. Giving the engine a stainless exhaust manifold also reveals one hell of a sexy exhaust note. If a car like this tempts you, be prepared to fight rust during your time as owner however. Audi TT 1.8 Turbo Quattro. The Audi TT is one of the most successful cars the brand has ever made, despite having to be recalled in 1999 following high-speed stability issues that killed a few drivers. That's why the awkward-looking spoiler was added, as well as some suspension modifications. The 2+2 Coupe is powered by either a 1.8-litre turbocharged inline-4 or a 3.2-litre V6 engine with 247 brake horsepower. Naturally, with Quattro all-wheel drive fitted, the TT is sure-footed and confident in the corners. In terms of styling, the TT's looks aren't to everyone's taste, but it has aged well, is reliable and safe, and is an absolute steal these days. Renault Sport Clio 182. The small but mighty Renault Sport Clio 182 is another car on this list that deserves serious recognition. Not only is it light and seriously nimble, it's also stable at high speed, thanks in part to the fact that it features a 12mm wider front and 16mm wider rear track compared with its 172 predecessor. Despite its beefy and low suspension, the 182 is also surprisingly comfortable over most road surfaces. The 2-litre engine with variable valve timing loves to scream its way to the 7,200 RPM redline, and the 5-speed manual gearbox is quick enough to help drivers get from 0 to 60 in 7.1 seconds and onto a top speed of 139 miles an hour. Volkswagen Corrado. The boxy but beautiful 2+2 Corrado was based on the Golf Mark II and was originally conceived as a replacement for the Porsche 944. The 2-litre 16-valve version, the one in our price range, produces 136 bhp. Alongside the Corrado's fine handling characteristics, its party piece was an active spoiler that raised automatically above 50 miles an hour. Subaru Impreza. Rally pedigree, the famous boxer burble, and symmetrical all-wheel drive are 3 massive reasons why the Impreza Turbo makes a strong case for itself on this list. The 2-litre turbocharged model in our price range pumps out a hefty 215 bhp, which gives the rally car for the road a 0 to 60 mile an hour time of around 6.3 seconds. On top of its straight line speed, the Impreza also produces heroic levels of grip through the corners, is reliable and makes its owner feel like a driving god. Pound for pound, there's nothing that gets close to the Impreza in terms of performance. Mark I Mazda MX-5. In a lineup of great sub £2,000 cars, the Mark I Mazda MX-5 was always going to make an appearance. The reasons are simple. It's light, rear-wheel drive, cheap to run, simple to fix, features pop-up headlights and is crazy fun to drive in any given situation. The MX-5's 1.6 or 1.8 litre engines won't set your pants on fire, but fit the car with good suspension and a decent set of tyres, and people in much faster and more expensive cars will struggle to keep up with you on a twisty road. People in the know appreciate the little Miata for its no damns given attitude to life. If you've never tried one, I'd urge you to do so. Just be warned, Chris Harris isn't the MX-5 driver's biggest fan.
I love the lack of smugness and sort of self-satisfaction that exists in the community of MX-5s as well.
Absolutely,
you know,
yeah.
No one would ever wear a t-shirt that says I love the MX-5, would they?
No, absolutely not.
So what are you waiting for? Get online and bag yourself one of the best cars you can buy for under £2,000.
Hi guys, I'm Shmee and Car Throttle have just launched their new Android app. You can head over now, follow me, Shmee150, and keep up with all of my latest supercar adventures around the world. So head on over, download the app, and follow Shmee150. I'll catch you soon. Cheers.
This is not a good sign.
Oh no.
And that's the
We've
interior of the vehicle.
More rust.
So
This makes me really sad. I'm going to get rid of it.
I'd leave if I were you. I was going to make a bigger hole.
Colin's got rust.